Hi, I'm Catherine Stone, and I'm the Early Childhood Special Education Coordinator for Fredericksburg City Schools, and I'm here to advocate for early childhood services. One of the hottest topics, especially in special education, is early childhood education services. However, in a time where the focus educationally is on standardized testing, rigor, academic growth, and teacher responsibility, the funding is often lacking in the area of early childhood services, especially those areas that are economically struggling and parents cannot afford expensive child care or preschool programs. However, research is showing that we cannot ignore early childhood services any longer. It is imperative for our children to start the learning process early, especially in the low-income areas that need the extra educational and social boost to jumpstart their academic careers. The Child Development Forum says the education given during these years of a child's life plays a quite crucial role and helps in appropriate development of children. Early childhood education can be fundamentally termed as learning through play. Recent studies have shown that the early 8 years in any child's life are essential, since during this phase their brain develops and much of its wiring is laid down. The education, experiences, and relationships a child has, along with nutrition, can truly affect a child's mental growth. Although great early childhood education helps the brain to develop in healthy methods, improper education or study without play, on the other hand, may well affect brain development in a distinct manner. So the experiences and the learning of a child in early years can support them in their whole life. In reality, early childhood is a vital phase of life in terms of a child's intellectual, emotional, and social development. Besides this, the most important point to know is that the growth of mental abilities is at an astounding rate, and high proportion of learning takes location during this period. Dr. James Heckman says, "Learning starts in infancy, long before formal education begins, and continues throughout life. Early learning begets later learning, and early success breeds later success, just as early failure breeds later failure. Success or failure at this stage lays the foundation for success or failure in school, which in turn leads to success or failure in post-school learning. Recent studies of early childhood investments have shown remarkable success and indicate that the early years are important for early learning. Moreover, early childhood interventions of high quality have lasting effects on learning and motivation. As a society, we cannot afford to postpone investing in children until they have become adults, nor can we wait until they reach school age, a time when it may be too late to intervene." The research goes on and on about the importance of early childhood education. However, what are the benefits and outcomes of getting children into a pre-kindergarten program? The Westchester Institute for Human Services research says that there are 3 main benefits: effects on school performance, effects on socialization, and cost benefits to taxpayers in the long run. In the effects on school performance, the study says that the weight of the evidence established that early childhood education can produce large effects on IQ during the early childhood years, and sizable consistent effects on achievement, grade retention, special education placement, and high school graduation. The evidence for effects on grade retention and special education is especially powerful. In terms of socialization, the students followed the children to adulthood and found that the researchers at age 27, in comparison to the control group, averaged significantly fewer criminal arrests, better relationships with friends and neighbors, greater adult economic success, higher rates of home ownership, and, for women, increased marriage and fewer out-of-wedlock births. Probably the most interesting point from this study is the cost benefit to society. The research says that with most participants attending the program for 2 years, the average cost was little over $12,000 per participant. The program returned to taxpayers nearly $90,000 per participant, based on savings due to the following: reduced need for special education, higher taxes paid by program participants because of their higher earnings, reduced welfare assistance, and reductions in costs associated with criminal activity in prison. Thus, the program provided taxpayers a return of more than $7 on the dollar, better than most other public and private investments. So, investing in these early childhood education programs benefits everyone in the community. In summary, the research suggests that high-quality, intensive early childhood programs can make an important difference in the lives of young children. For poor children especially, early childhood education can mean the difference between failing and passing regular special education, staying out of trouble, or becoming involved with crime and delinquency, and dropping out or graduating from high school. This is why we have seen such a big push for early childhood education, and why it will continue to be a hot topic until affordable programs are available to everyone.